Hi friends, happy to meet you all in an interesting topic. In continuation with the previous topic, sprinkler system, today we are going to see in detail on hydrant system as a part of MEP training. Let us understand the reason for the necessity of hydrant system before getting into the uses of hydrant system. This hydrant system you all might seen in all the public places, hotels, malls, theaters, in your offices. So let us understand why it is used so that we can learn the benefit usage of that. From last few years, the fire accident is increasing widely in India due to various reasons. Ignoring those facts and moving forward will not help us in any way. Let us pause few minutes and learn the importance of having the firefighting system knowledge within us to safeguard ourselves and to safeguard our near and dear ones. Come, let us see in detail. Due to the repeated fire incidents happening in India, the rules and regulations of the fire departments are amended regularly. So many times fire starts in a small way due to the carelessness and it lead to a big destruction. In an average, the fire will spread to a big way in 3 to 5 minutes. So the early we act, we can protect ourselves and protect others. Due to the direct and indirect impact of fire, we have lost so many human lives, huge properties and bigger businesses. So let us focus our energy to learn more about the firefighting system so that we can contribute others in saving their lives as well as their asset and business. Government of India is upgrading the team strength, equipment strength to reduce the loss of the human lives, business and property losses by acting so fast to the fire situation. So many fire department trained skilled firefighters sacrifice their lives by getting into the fire zone to protect the publics. We know there are so many losses because of fire. So let us analyze who is responsible for the fire accidents. How to overcome from this. So many times this road traffic delay the fire vehicle reaching time to the fire reported area. If the fire vehicle is not reached the place within 10 minutes from the time of the fire, then the losses of human and assets will be big numbers. Really, we all are contributing to the fire and human lives losses in many ways. Some might deny, but the truth is yes. Not understanding the seriousness of fire, not upgrading our knowledge in the firefighting system, not prioritize the way for fire engine vehicles on roads, simply blaming government and not taking any responsibility from our end to protect the fire. In the description, I have given the fire department website details to know more about the activities which they are doing. Few of them which I am mentioning here, like fire safety training, they are conducting regularly. Documentaries on fire safety, they are publishing it in the websites. Fire safety awareness program, they are conducting in most of the places. Now we understood the seriousness of fire and how much government is supporting to reduce the fire accidents in all the way. Come, let us get into the technical aspect of fire hydrant system. Come, let us see a live video how to use the fire hydrant system. You can see a landing wall. In this landing wall, there is a knob which is used to connect the RRL hose. RRL hose will always kept inside the box to protect it from damages and for emergency use. You can see how the RRL hose is taken from the hose reel box, and it will be always kept in the rolled manner. So by pulling the lock, you can remove the end cap of the hydrant valve. See, just by pulling the knob, you can press the hose inside the landing valve. Then you have to simply roll the hose, or you can hold it at the center and you can move on. It will rotate automatically without having any twist on the hose pipe. This is the nozzle which is kept. Just to see how the nozzle is connected to the end of the hose. Same way, you need to pull the lock to insert the nozzle. You can see in close up how the nozzle is fixed in the hose reel. Once the pump is switched on, you can see the pressure is increasing. That can be monitored in the pressure gauge. Here you can see the pressure of the water which is coming out from the nozzle. To handle hydrant system, proper training is required. In fire hydrant system, we have many parts, accessories included. So let us learn the usage and the importance. So in emergency time, it will help us lot. Let us see the hydrant system parts. First is landing valves. Landing valves are used in the wet risers in buildings for firefighting purpose. The trained people connect the water hose to the valve to get the water to extinguish the fire. Next one is doubled control. The double-headed hydrant valve consists of a common inlet and a body with two outlets. This will have two bonnets. So double-headed hydrant valves were used for higher flow to fight with severe hazards. This will be used only by the trained technicians. Fire brigade connection. This will be accessed only by the expert trained people from the fire department. The one inlet of the fire brigade will be connected to the pumper truck of fire department. The water from the vehicle will be pumped through this inlet, and from the other outlets the RRL hose will be connected and it will be used to extinguish the fire. The next one is hose reel box. Hose reel box will be generally used to address or extinguish the smaller event of fire. So it will be 25 mm dia hose which you can pull it till 30-meter long. So anybody able to handle the hose reel to extinguish the fire. It will have high pressure, but it will be in the controllable manner. We will have a valve which you can able to control the flow of water. The next is RRL fire hose. This is a high pressure hose that carries water to extinguish fire. So mainly the trained or expert people can only able to handle this pressure. So it is recommended to be get trained before you use this RRLOs. Available in 7.5 and 15 meter. Will be connected to the fire brigade, landing valve, etc. Portable ground monitor. The advantage of these units are high water flow up to 1250 GPM depending on the supply hose and nozzle selection. This can be operated by a man or it can be operated without manual effort as well. Next is coupling. During the fire emergency time, we will not have time to have a threaded couplings. So to avoid having the threaded type, stores coupling are used. This is having a locked system. By inserting you can turn, quarter turn and it will get locked. This will save the time, help the expert to extinguish the fire in an easier way. The next component parts we are seeing is nozzle. Nozzle, it is one of the important parts in the fire hydrant system. To create a more pressure and to reach out the distance. Due to this reduction in the cross-sectional area at the end, its flow velocity increased considerably so that the pressure of the water can able to reach out the farmost distance. Now another one is triple purpose nozzle. Triple purpose nozzle has a unique design that makes it ideal for offering three purposes in one unit: jet, fine spray and shut off. These all will be used and it will be handled only by the expert trained firefighting team. The other part of the hydrant system is siren. A siren is a loud noise making device When there is a fire incident happen, the siren will make a noise and it will alert the people to vacate the building immediately. The next one is hydrant gong bell. Typically located at outdoors, connect to the fire risers, encouraging prompt evacuation and emergency response. The evacuation time is generally between 7 to 10 minutes from the building. The evacuation time is defined as the elapsed time between the instant that occupants receive an alarm or became aware of the fire, and their arrival at the destination where it is normally a safe location inside or outside the building. Let us see the pump room arrangements. Jockey pump will be there, sprinkler pump, hydrant pump, diesel pump, water curtain jockey pump and booster pump. The booster pump will be always located at the terrace of the building. So this is the arrangements in the pump room. In the next video we will see in detail on the technical calculation of how the capacity of the pump and what is the capacity of the water tank to be designed for a particular building. A small drawing is shown here for your overall understanding about the pump room layout, how the pump will be positioned in order. Here in this tabular column you can see the pump operating pressures. So jockey pump, sprinkler pump, hydrant pump, diesel pump and water curtain pump is shown here. So jockey pump is the primary pump. So when there is any small pressure drop happened, jockey pump will try to cope up that pressure drop and again keep the set pressure alive. For example, if the set pressure of that building is 6.5 kg per centimeter square, the jockey pump will on when the pressure drop happened around 6. So 6 to 6.5 the jockey pump will not respond. Once it come down to 6 kg per centimeter square, automatically the jockey pump will switch on. And once the 6.5 kg pressure is maintained in the system, automatically jockey pump will cut off. Whereas in the sprinkler pump, hydrant pump will not have a cut-off system. Once it start, you have to switch off manually. So even after jockey pump started, the pressure it's unable to reach out 6.5. Again the pressure is keep reducing. When the pressure reaches 5.5 kg, the sprinkler pump will on. Similarly, if somebody access or some expert access open the hydrant valves, the pressure drop in the hydrant system will reduce so that the hydrant pump will on at 5.5 kg per centimeter square. In case of fire emergency, if the power is cut or the power got failure, then the firefighting system should not get collapsed. That is the reason we will have a diesel engine pump as a backup. So the diesel engine will support to feed the water continuously. So the diesel engine will be connected to both sprinkler and hydrant line, so that when the pressure drops reaches 4.5 kg per centimeter square, diesel engine will automatically start and it will not also have a cutoff. We need to switch off manual once the fire is extinguished. The water curtain pump, you can see every building we have a fire zone. To support the fire zone, the water curtain pumps are used. These water curtain pumps will be used only for those locations to isolate that place from the rest of the area. Mostly water curtain setup will be used in all the basements. Hope you understand the overall fire hydrant system and hope it might useful for you. So next video we will see on hydrant and sprinkler pump calculation, water tank capacity and fire suppression system. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed a lot and you understand about the hydrant system. Please do share to your near and dear ones, your colleagues, so that everybody will aware of the fire hydrant system. Thank you.